In this video, we will discuss how Cisco Meraki has redefined the concept of enterprise communications in adding MC to its cloud-managed IT business offering. Let's jump right in. Cisco Meraki has long strived to make IT simpler to monitor and manage, and this idea drives all of the features, hardware, and software developed by Meraki today. The enterprise communications market has long been filled with complexity and non-intuitive configuration, and was the perfect fit for cloud management. After much development and research, Meraki launched its MC communications platform in March of 2016, and the MC74 represents the first step into the cloud-managed communications market. I emphasize that because the MC74 is not the end of development, but rather the beginning of a robust line of cloud-managed communication devices. The goal was to create a beautiful and robust piece of hardware and a core feature set that a wide variety of customers can take advantage of at launch, and then continue to iterate and refine the product line based on customer and partner feedback. With the MC Communications line, Cisco Meraki is not trying to be a PSTN carrier, but rather partner with existing SIP providers to bring the platform quickly to market with a simple and intuitive provider onboarding experience. Meraki's mission with the MC line is to create excellent hardware, simple software, and the most intuitive and easy-to-use communications experience on the market. Now that we've discussed a little bit about the development of the MC line, let's dive further into the MC74 and its features. The MC74 is unique in the Cisco Meraki product portfolio in that it is the first and only piece of hardware that sits in front of the end user and that they interact with. Therefore, we wanted the device hardware to not only be aesthetically pleasing, but also versatile. The MC74 has two USB ports, a 3.5mm headset jack, 2 gigabit Ethernet ports for running one drop to the desk so you can connect the workstation to the integrated switch, and the MC74 will tag voice VLANs appropriately. It also has a high-resolution touchscreen that provides a lot of flexibility in bringing new features and functionality to the phone in the near future, which is also lock screen capable. And if you want to mount the MC74 in your environment, there is no need to purchase a separate SKU because every MC74 ships with a mounting kit in the box. The MC74 has support for both third-party USB and Bluetooth headsets from Plantronics and Jabra, and it is supported with a 2-year hardware replacement warranty. Now, the device requires only a single license like all other Cisco Meraki products, and includes all of the great benefits of Meraki licensing, like dashboard management, configuration, feature, firmware, and security updates, 24/7 enterprise phone and email support, and the only difference is that 2-year hardware replacement warranty, which is actually in line with most industry averages. When support is needed, the customer can rely on Cisco Meraki's award-winning support no matter what the issue is. If Cisco Meraki support identifies the issue is with the provider, Meraki will work directly with the provider to resolve the issue, providing a simple and easy support experience for the customer. As we discussed before, our goal with the MC74 is to provide a great core feature set that a wide variety of customers will be able to take advantage of right out of the box. This includes all basic call features you would expect a modern IP phone to have, things like hold, transfer, multiple simultaneous incoming calls and caller ID, and all calls are secured end-to-end via secure SIP signaling and encrypted RTP media. The phones can make and receive calls on up to as many as 8 different lines for a receptionist or attendant console phone, and numbers can be favorited for quick calling. Call groups can be created to allow for incoming call routing and are analogous to a hunt group in a traditional platform. Phones can be rung in a round-robin fashion, the longest idle phone, or all phones can ring simultaneously. Announcements can be made from a master phone to a group of phones utilizing the onboard speakerphone. This is similar to paging functionality in a traditional system, but without any integration necessary. Ad hoc conferences can be created instantly on the phone, and a persistent conference room can be created in the cloud with just a few clicks of configuration. Set public numbers, PIN codes, and max attendees for even more control. Call forwarding can be set on the phone or through the Meraki phone portal, more to come on that in just a minute, and calls can be either warm or cold transferred to other users. The system supports sending an email when a voicemail is left for easy notifications, and calls can be routed to baked-in IVRs and dashboard that again can be set up in just a few clicks. You can upload sound files to the dashboard IVR and configure menu options to transfer calls to other users and phones, call groups, nested IVRs, and external numbers. I mentioned that the MC74 is a unique product in the Cisco Meraki portfolio because it is the first and only piece of hardware that the end user actually interacts with. To create a better end user experience, given that most end users do not log into Dashboard, we created the Meraki phone portal, which allows end users to more fully interact with the phone system. They can paste numbers into the interface and place calls from the phone, see their incoming, outgoing, and missed call logs, see and listen to their voicemails, configure call forwarding if they are out of the office and not in front of their phone, and also set up their voicemail to email configuration. This is a separate interface from Dashboard and can be easily set up from the phone itself. We also created a Google Chrome extension which, when installed, will parse the web page for any phone numbers, make them clickable links, and the user simply clicks the number to place the call from the phone. It doesn't get any easier or more intuitive. Even after all those software and hardware features, the biggest differentiator to the MC platform is the ease of onboarding and provisioning. In a traditional phone system, it has long been a lengthy process to do something as simple as being able to place a 10-digit PSTN call from a phone, especially when you have to configure the system from scratch and you're not a voice expert. With the Cisco Meraki MC74, the time from receiving the phone hardware, which is the only piece of hardware you will need, to placing that 10-digit PSTN call is brought down to literally minutes. And that includes the time it takes to onboard a SIP provider and provision phone numbers. This model allows for a truly zero-touch deployment and reduces the complexity substantially, allowing network admins and users to continue their work without worrying about being able to use their phone. The entirely SIP-based architecture adds to the simplicity, meaning no archaic analog systems are needed when deploying this solution. And with Dashboard's direct and intuitive integration with SIP providers, deployment overhead is represented by just a few clicks in Dashboard. The lack of analog support would traditionally be a detriment to a phone system when you have a discussion around survivability. However, with the MC74, we look to the internet for survivability, not an analog system. When deploying the MC platform, internet redundancy should always be a consideration when continuity is a concern. This is made extremely easy with the Meraki MX appliance. The MX allows for tertiary levels of redundancy with high availability support, redundant internet connections, and cellular failover. This non-reliance on a dedicated voice infrastructure also represents a significant cost savings and flexibility in an MC deployment. Enterprises can save money on equipment, lines, manpower, and maintenance simply by opting for an MC solution. It also allows them to use the same phone and number anywhere with an internet connection, and wherever the phone goes, the same services will also be available. Just like with other Cisco Meraki products, none of the voice traffic ever goes through the cloud, and the MC74 employs a sophisticated set of features to optimize call routing, whether that is over the internet or via a local connection. The intuitive and seamless integration that Dashboard represents means that if I have already deployed a Meraki access point or any other Meraki device, and I want to deploy a Meraki MC phone infrastructure, the learning curve is brought down to almost zero, because no matter what device you're trying to deploy in the Cisco Meraki cloud-managed IT platform, it should all look and feel exactly the same. In this video, we discussed Cisco Meraki's MC Communications platform and how it is revolutionizing the communications industry. We talked about the hardware, software, and feature set that differentiates this platform and the different tools we created to provide the best end user experience. I hope